Hi everyone, this is a quick video about aftercare. I see often question on beginners group. People are worrying like they got their first tattoo and they got a tiny little infection and they're freaking out, and I see the comments like, "I'll go see the doctor immediately" and stuff like that, like if you just had a heart attack. Okay, now let's make things clear. When you get a tattoo done, the tattoo artist first will do something after the tattoo. Is gonna put this on your tattoo. This thing, it's called Saniderm. Saniderm is a second skin who's gonna protect your tattoo for the first 2 days. During that 2 days, your tattoo might fill up that little plastic. It's gonna look like a little pocket of black ink or something like that. This is excellent for your tattoo. Inside of this, there's plasma, there's blood, there's everything your tattoo needs to heal up correctly. So you gotta keep this on for 2 days. After that 2 days, you still have to take care of it. Once you take it off, you have to wipe it, clean it properly. And after that, you're gonna apply some stuff like this. All right, these are Aftercare products for tattoos. All right, these are natural, it's excellent. All right, I use this, I've been using this for a while now, and this thing can heal tattoos in about a week. But if you get to the point where you get a little infection, first thing first, all of you have fallen in the past. On your knees, your elbow, your face, your hands, and you had some gash. You got bleed, you got some blood, and it got dirty. What did you do? You went home, cleaned it up with water, put some peroxide on it just to make sure it's nice and clean. You're probably just gonna put a band-aid over it, or you're gonna put some healing cream, antibiotic cream over it. Tattoos are pretty much the same thing. If you don't get any infection or barely any, just use this. But if you see like there's an infection trying to build up, don't go to the doctor. The doctor will tell you exactly what I will tell you. All right, I asked my doctor who's been practicing over 40 years. All right, and I asked him a bunch of questions that I knew already. I just wanted to hear it from his mouth, and this is what he answered me. He said, well, you go to the drugstore and you get an antibiotic cream just like this. I use this one, but there's a brand called polysporin. That's what we used to use about like 25-30 years ago for tattoo when these products weren't existing yet. So we used to use this all the time for weeks. Tattoo were fine. All right, maybe some of the tattoo, if they weren't well applied, they lost their ink, they lost their color a little bit, but very hard to tell. So when you get an infection, try to catch it as fast as you can with something like this. By doing so, you might have to put some of this twice on it before everything is under control, everything is nice and clean. If you wait too long, you're gonna have to use this for a longer part. That's when issue might show up. But again, the issue will get, I say you only have like 90% chance nothing will happen and 10% chance that it might fade a little bit. All right, but if you get an infection, you got to do what you got to do. All right, so you use antibiotic cream, but you only use this if you have an infection, and only where the infection is, not all over the tattoo, just where the infection is at. Very important. If you go to bed at night and it's in an area where it's going to rub a lot, you put a gauze on it, you tape it down, you put some of this under, and I guarantee you in about like 2 days, 3 days, your infection will be under control, if not gone. All right, and then you keep going with this for another week, because I suggest everyone to do like every day, like a few times a day, rub with this for the first 2 weeks of your tattoo. All right, so this is about Aftercare. You can go to the doctor if you want, you're welcome, and you tell me. Is he gonna tell you the same thing as I'm telling you? Yes, he's not gonna send you to the hospital and have you get a dermatologist check you out. No, it's just a little infection, just like if you fell on your knees or something like that. So you gotta keep it clean. If you get a scab over it, go in the bath for an half an hour, let it melt. Once you get off the bath, rub it down gently, add some more of this to make sure this goes inside that little scab where the infection is. This is how you treat it. All right, and after that, it's fine and nice and nothing happened to your tattoo. So keep this in mind. Very important. First thing, you get this. After you get this, you get an infection, then you put this, infection's gone, you go back to this until it's final and it's totally healed. So this is the aftercare. If you get a little infection, this is what I suggest before you start going to the hospital or to the doctor, to take the place of somebody that really needs it because you got a little boo-boo. So please guys, try this before. Don't stress about it. If there's a little color fade, tattoo artist will be glad to fix it for you. All right, so hope this helped, or this make you feel better. See you in the next video.
Crew, I brainwashed, thinking that I always was a lost cause.